But don't worry, because it's okay. Everything's okay. Just play it cool. He wasn't anything anyway. He was a fake. Actually, his real name and on his way here, he did his favorite trick. He turned into a bar. All kidding aside, folks, Flamo LeGrand told me all about his act, and he couldn't make it tonight, and I told him that I would do my very best. He brought all his props, you can see, that's all his stuff. I wouldn't be caught dead with it. But anyway, I told him that I would do my best to show you what he did when he came on the stage and did his act. Now, whether I can do that or not, you'll have to be the judge. He always uses a little tin can down here. To be quite frank with you and tell you the truth about it, that's a coffee can. It's just got tin foil around it, makes it look fancy and, right for the stage. He uses those things, and he uses matches. I got his whole act right here, and he doesn't even know about it. He always comes out on the stage and explains to people that when you're eating fire, you have to be very careful. As if you have to tell people that. Then he takes these two little torches that he got from, he actually made these over in Hawaii. They're made out of brass and asbestos, and they got a lot of wire wrapped around them up here. And he lights up the torches. He always explains that there are several ways to light the torches. One way is by using a match. So if you have to explain to somebody about that. I want to take time out to light this candle. What happens here? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to turn the elbow a little bit down. If you want more action, less talk, I understand. The way to do the act is to light the torches by way of the torch. From one torch through the air to the other torch by way of the hand. Like that. It's not hard to do. Any one of you out there can do it. Look at the man down in front. There, you try it. There are several ways to put the torches out. One way is like that, and the other way is like this. All kidding aside, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of youngsters in the audience, and I wouldn't want anybody to go home and try this because it is quite dangerous and you can get burnt very seriously. Matches are no fun, especially if you're watching your house burn down. So you youngsters, be careful about matches. Don't play with them. That's very important. And whenever you see anything that's not in line with fire, be sure and come and tell your mom and dad about it. Next thing I'd like to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is how to change the fire from one torch to the other torch by way of the tongue, one of the most sensitive parts of the human body. Notice I said one of the. Oh, the fire's over here. More than one way to skin a cat. Now I know a lot of you are anxious to see how this is done so you can rush right out and fool your friends and neighbors. And not to disappoint anybody who paid admission and came and stood in line for the length of time you had to get into this place, I want to show everybody here exactly how it's done. Now the first way, so that you can all see it, I'll bend my head down so you can look right in my mouth and see how it's done. But we've got a large audience here, so I'm going to do it first for this half over here. I'll split them right down about here. Ooh, tilt your head, that's right, right about there. And then we'll do it the second time for this half over right about here. Are you ready? First for the people over here. You see how only one side applauds? And now for you people in the cheaper seats, you want to hear some applause, when do you see them? What was that little kid said? I thought that's what he said. What do you say down there? What's in the can? This is gasoline, white gasoline. Anything that'll run your tractor. Thank you, but I don't want to get carried away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get carried away because I've been doing some figuring in the back of the stage here, and there are 26 acts. If everybody took 1 minute longer to do their act, can you imagine 26 times 26? So I'm going to be very quick about my act and do the final thing that Flame always does. He does the blast of fire. He blows out billows and billows of flame. Now, I didn't think I was going to have to do that, and I want to check backstage here to see if he's gotten here yet. Because if I can get out of this in any way, I certainly am going to. Has Flame Legrand here yet? Maybe I'll have better luck on this side. Is Flame Legrand here yet? Okay. Well, not to disappoint any of the people that stood in line out there, I'll do my very best. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to be like Flame would have done it, but I'll do my very best, I promise you that. First of all, I want you to understand that Flame always uses white gasoline because he tries to keep as much lead out of his system as possible. Whatever that means. And I'm going to ask this young lady, as she's so precious and beautiful, if she would mind sitting over on this other side. Would you, what is your name, little lady? India? Pardon? Cynthia? I heard you right, India? Okay, well, she's gone now. Hold on to her arm, so she's precious and I wouldn't want to lose her.